Hey friends, it's Amy Doe, the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a great day. It's Monday. It's a wet, rainy Monday, which we so desperately need in my town, so I'm not complaining. I hope you guys are having a good one. We are home and we are making a simple, delicious meal. Guys, I haven't made this in so long, so if you're looking for something simple and pretty tasty, check out this Chicken Divine. All right. I love casseroles. I absolutely love them. Number one, because they're easy to throw things together, put them in the oven, and walk away while you clean up your kitchen. The second reason I love them is it's so easy to have leftovers. Hey, it's so easy to have leftovers or feed multiple people. I love casseroles. So let me tell you what we're making tonight. I've only cooked this once before. I really enjoyed it. I put it on the recipe blog. Tonight I'm cooking it a little bit different. So the recipe link is in this post when I finish the live video. Little bit. But let me tell you what I'm going to do really quickly. I've got cauliflower and I also have broccoli. So the first time I fixed it, I used rice cauliflower. I'm not a huge fan. I don't like the texture. So we decided to use a bag of cauliflower. I'm also going to cut up a bag of broccoli. This is the washed and ready to go. You can use them as steam bags or just fresh vegetables. If I can open it, it's pretty weak. What I'm going to do is take this and cut it into smaller pieces so it doesn't take as long to cook in the oven. Guys, as you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. And if you love casseroles, in the comments say, love casseroles. They're so easy. And I've got my oven on 350, guys. And what we're going to do is mix this together really quickly. You're fixing to see. Then we're going to throw it in the oven and let it cook for about 20 minutes. That's really all it needs, which is why I'm cutting my vegetables down into smaller pieces so that it cooks faster. So I've got my broccoli and cauliflower, and I'm just cutting them in smaller pieces like I said. This is Chicken Divine. I don't know if that's really how you say it or not. That's how I'm saying it. I've tried it once before. I really changed the recipe up the first time I cooked it, and I liked it, but this time I want to do it even a little more different, and I want it to cook a little faster. So I've got my oven on 350. I'm just cutting off these big stems of broccoli so that it'll cook a little faster in my oven. And guys, it is so good. It's got a crazy mixture of seasonings, but still very few ingredients. If you're here and you're new to my page, I want to make sure you know right off the bat that I only cook meals with very few ingredients. If it's got more than 7 ingredients, it probably is not going to be in my kitchen. I only like to cook things that I can be done with in 30 minutes or less. So if you're like me, you're busy, you're always on the run, and you just don't have time for all the extras, then you're going to love this page because all of my recipes should take 30 minutes or less. There are very few recipes on my blog that take more than 30 minutes. So tonight we're making a casserole that I will be able to use later in the week for leftovers and or for lunch. I thought my mom might come over here and eat, but she actually made her some chicken salad yesterday, and she makes a really good chicken salad. So she says she just wants to stay home and eat chicken salad. It's yucky and rainy outside, which we desperately needed, so definitely no complaints here. As you guys jump on, let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly. I always love to know what everyone's cooking because it gives us ideas. A lot of times I think the worst thing you can do is start a health journey with only a handful of things that you eat because you're going to get tired of it. I don't care if it's your absolute favorite thing, you will get tired of it if it's all you eat. So you definitely want to make sure that you are rotating out things you love and rotating new things. That way you can find new things you love. If you're always eating the same thing, you never give yourself an opportunity to find new items that you can add to your list and really enjoy. So I love to cook a couple of things each week that we love, like last night, guys. I didn't do it live because you guys have seen my mayo shuffles a million times, but oh my gosh, we had just some turkey bacon BLTs and it was so good, so simple and delicious. And Ricky could eat bacon sandwiches every single day, but I know that I would get tired of that and eventually he would too. But that's one of the things we love. So we like to rotate the things we love with some new items or things we don't cook very often. Sorry. Ricky's coming home. The dogs are going to bark a second. You've got to love your puppy dogs. I love my puppy dogs. Okay, so I like to rotate things I love with new things and things I don't cook very often. This is really, really good, but I just don't cook it very often. This will actually be my second time. So I like to rotate, that way I don't get sick and tired of eating the same things. All right, guys, we've got our broccoli and we've got our cauliflower. It is not cooked. It's raw and ready to cook. I've got my oven on 350 and we're gonna cook this for about 20 minutes. Honestly, we only need to cook it until those vegetables are soft. Now, the second thing I've done before I came live is I cooked up some chicken. I took some chicken breasts and I just cut them in bite-sized pieces. I cooked the chicken almost done. Like, it still has I don't want it to be dry. Now, the first time I made this recipe, I used raw chicken. Guys, I'm not a big raw chicken fan. And even though I cooked it for 35 minutes, I just don't like raw chicken in the oven. I just don't. It's a weird thing. So I decided really quickly that the next time I cooked it, I was going to at least halfway cook my chicken. One thing I don't like about raw chicken is as it cooks, it gets really liquidy, right? You get all that liquid in your pan. I don't want a bunch of liquid in my pan. I want ooey goodness in my pan. So we are making this chicken casserole this time with my chicken halfway cooked. Now I'm piling on top of the vegetables, but we're fixing to make a sauce, guys. We're going to make this sauce. We're going to pour it over the top, stick this thing in the oven, and it's going to be ready in 20 minutes. Now, if you love fast meals, in the comments say love fast meals. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time to be in the kitchen all night. And even if I did, I don't want to. I love to cook, but I want to cook, clean, and enjoy my evening without slaving in the kitchen. All right, look at that. I mean, give me some hearts if that looks good all by itself. Like, you don't even have to do nothing else. Look how good this looks. Give me some hearts, guys. I know it looks good. Hey, Nancy, how are you? All right, let me get my hands cleaned off here. We're going to make a sauce. I've got a little bowl because you don't need a huge bowl. It might not be big enough, but we're gonna use it. All right, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of chicken broth. So 3 tablespoons of chicken broth. This is the sauce that we're about to pour over the top of this chicken casserole, and it's gonna be delicious. Now it's gonna sound weird because there's a lot of ingredients, and not a lot of ingredients, but there's a lot of seasonings, and you're gonna think it's really, really weird because it sounds weird to me too. You just gotta trust that it actually tastes really good. All right, the next thing in our sauce is sour cream. It's gonna make a really good creamy casserole. So we're using just under a cup of sour cream, and we're gonna use just under a cup of mayo. I gotta open up a second one. So right now, all we've done is put some chicken, cooked chicken, halfway cooked chicken chunks in a 9x13 with some raw broccoli and cauliflower chunks. And I just used the fresh bags that are ready to go. All right, right at a cup is really all you need. Sour cream and mayo. I'm gonna do the mayo next. We're just gonna put all of this into our bowl. I've got a fork because we're fixing to whisk it together with some seasonings. You are gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you it's really, really good. I'm excited to have this for the second time. This is just the second time I've cooked this, which is what I was recommending a while ago, guys, that you just have a rotation of foods. That way you don't get sick and tired of eating the same thing. And I love for us to share what we're doing in the kitchen because so many times we forget that there's other options out there. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to people and they're like, I am so sick and tired of eggs and bacon. I'm like, well, why are you eating it every night? They think that's all you can have on low carb, and that's absolutely insane. I love eggs and bacon, but I don't want it every single night. I probably could eat it every week because I love it that much. But I don't want to because I don't want to get sick and tired. All right, I know I'm rambling, guys. Forgive me. I'm fixing to come check out the comments to see where you are watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw them in there. All right, we've got our right at a cup of sour cream, right under a cup of mayo. We've got 3 tablespoons of chicken broth. I'm telling you, you just got to trust. It's going to sound crazy, the things I'm fixing to add next. We're just making a sauce to pour over this casserole. Now, you can pour it over it and just let it cook, or you can mix it in, depending on, I don't know yet. We'll just see. Okay, let me go to the seasonings. Now, it's a ½ teaspoon of all of the seasonings. So you don't have to try to remember this, and the link is in this post for you. We're going to start with a ½ teaspoon of paprika. Now, I'm trying to decide actually if I want to do a whole teaspoon. You know what? I'm going to go all out here. I may mess this up, but I'm going to do a whole teaspoon. So a whole teaspoon instead of a half. I told you I'm going to mix this up. So you can follow the directions in the link if you want to, or you can follow these new directions. I'll tell you later if I put way too much seasoning in it. So I'm doing a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of curry powder. Who loves curry? Like, curry is different. It's got its own flavor. get this, I ain't done. We're gonna add some thyme leaves. So we're gonna do a whole teaspoon of thyme. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. I love the smell of curry. All right, so a full teaspoon of thyme. We ain't done. We're gonna do, Bye. I'll have to wash that in a minute. We're gonna do a whole teaspoon of, Lord mercy, I gotta slow down. We're gonna do a whole teaspoon of dried mustard. So dry mustard powder, whole teaspoon. And one more thing. Now the chicken I did season with salt and pepper. One more thing, and that is sage. So 1 whole teaspoon of sage. I'm gonna go over these seasonings one more time with you. You don't have to try to remember it. You can use much less if you want to. You can do a half teaspoon, which is what I normally do. So I've got a teaspoon of sage, teaspoon of dry mustard, teaspoon of curry, paprika, and thyme leaves. Now let me clean this up because I just made a big old mess. We are going to mix this very carefully because I used a small bowl. We're just going to whisk it together with a fork. You can use a whisk if you want to, but what we're doing is just creating a sauce that we're going to pour over this casserole dish. Guys, look. I can't tell you, it smells so yummy. I love the smell of curry. I love the smell of sage. It smells so good. All right, guys, I'm fixing to check out and see where you're watching from. Hey, Kelly, thank you. I've had this sweatshirt for probably 5 years. It's one of those things you come home and you like, can't wait to get your most comfortable clothes on. I posted one day, I don't know if y'all saw it, but one of my favorite things is to come home and dress like Adam Sandler. Just put on your biggest old man shorts. I love wearing these old shorts and a big old sweatshirt or baggy shirt. Like you just come home and get Adam Sandler. I love it. All right, so guys, this is looking so good. It's just a paste, so we're just making this little sauce. We're fixing to pour over this chicken casserole. This is called chicken divine. It's not really chicken divine, chicken divine. That's what I found this a long time ago on Pinterest, and it had way too many ingredients. So like, I was looking at it, like, oh, all that sounds good, but why in the world do you have to have so much stuff? Like, I don't like to clean. Why in the world do I want to make all these dirty bowls? So I just kind of drilled it down to things I thought would be okay without all the extras, and that's where I came up with this recipe. Okay, guys. We're just pouring it over the top. Does that not look delicious? You've got to give me some hearts. There's no way y'all can say this does not look good. Oh my goodness. Now as it cooks, it's gonna thin out. If you want to, you can absolutely stir this all together, but I'm not. I'm just gonna put it in the pan just like this. I do wanna make sure I have sauce in all the corners, but as it cooks, it gets thin and it will naturally flow all throughout the casserole dish. And I'm just gonna kind of do it this way. Oh my goodness. Does that not look good, guys? Give me some hearts. It smells fantastic and it's not even cooked yet. The only thing that's cooked in here is my chicken chunks are cooked halfway. Sorry, I know that's loud. I usually complain when I do that. Sorry. All right, let me get this out of the way. I don't want to waste any of this because it smells so good. So I'm going to use my little, whatever this thing is, my little long spoon. I don't know what you call it. All right, and I'm just going to, this probably is something for baking, isn't it? This long thing, I don't know. It came in a little set. Somebody gave it to me. All right, I don't want to waste any, so I'm just going to get it all out. I'll probably end up making a mess. Now the dogs are scratching the door to get back in the house. They wanted outside with their daddy. Now they want inside because they know Mama's in the kitchen. I'm fixing to check out your comments, so if you have any questions, throw them in there for me. Curious how long you guys have been here on the page. How long have you been here? How many recipes have you found on here that you love? All right, like I said, you can stir this all up if you want to. I'm not even gonna go through all that. I'm just gonna kind of smear it out. It will thin out as it cooks, so it's going to be all over the casserole dish. Again, you're welcome to just stir it around if you want to. I'm just kind of thinning it out because I had a little bit extra at the end. Doesn't hurt either way. I'm just gonna taste it. Ooh, it's gonna be good. All right, that's it. I'm just gonna throw it in the oven. I've got my oven on 350. This will be ready in about 20 minutes. Really, all we're doing is letting these seasonings marinate with the inside goodness of the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the chicken. We really just need to cook it long enough for the vegetables to get soft. That's it. So, and you get to decide how soft you want them to go. So we just put the sauce on top. Now, if you start to cook this and you're like, man, I really wish I had some more sauce, then go ahead and make up some more. You don't have to make up that much, but just make you up a little more and pour it over there. I think this is good though. So I'm gonna stick it in and I'm gonna check out your questions. Now I got a mess to clean up. The good thing about casseroles is I can put that in the oven and get busy cleaning and be done. When it comes out, we're done. All right, guys. Hey, babies. Hey, Peg. I see you on there. Hey, Gail, Debbie. Hey, Janet. Hey, Joyce from Indiana. Hey, Kim. How are you? I know Kim loves casseroles from Churchill, Tennessee. Hey, Cynthia. Homemade beef, shank, and rib soup. Oh, my goodness, Cynthia. That sounds good. You might have to ship me some of that. Hey, Julia, how are you? From Missouri, yes. Hey, I said hush. Ricky let them in and then went back on the porch to talk to somebody. Yes, Robin loves fast meals. Faster the better, Kim says. Let's see. Hey, Ann, I'm so glad you caught me live too. Hey, Margaret from Florida. I see Bonnie from Pearl, Mississippi. I've been saying I'm going to go up there to Pearl, Mississippi. That's where the show, I'm trying to think of the name of it. The husband and wife who remodels and makes over all the houses. I think that's in Pearl, Mississippi. When are you going to make Juicy Lucy again? Ooh, Bonnie, now you're making me want to. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, guys. Well, I'm already down to the comments. Y'all didn't have any questions for me. That means you must already learn so much so you don't even have questions. Guys, I hope you have a great night. When this comes out of the oven, I'll take a picture for you. It's going to be in there for about 20 minutes. It's on 350. You can cook it hotter if you want to, but you absolutely do not have to. This is a chicken Devon. And I just went through the recipe, and the recipe link is in this post. So as soon as I finish this video, you'll see the link right there in the post. If you don't know how to get to my page, guys, just click my picture at the top of this. It's going to take you to my page where you'll find this recipe and so many more good fun things. Yes, baby, hometown. That's it, hometown in Pearl, Mississippi. When food is low carb, can you eat as much as you want? Ooh, that's a great question, Terry. I love that. So no. This is not like Weight Watchers where you can find the 0 count foods and eat all you want of it. I don't think that that's teaching people how to eat, because if you ever get in the habit of finding a food that you can just eat all you want, then you're really not teaching yourself the difference between hunger and eating out of habit. Sitting at the kitchen table just because it's 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. does not mean your body actually is hungry. Sitting on the couch just because you've got a 0 count food and you get to eat it while you're watching a 2-hour movie, like that's just not teaching people habits. It's really actually teaching people unhealthy habits no matter what the food is. So when you're eating low carb, you actually are ridding any of the extra carbs that store onto your body as fat. I love to eat low carb. I love to teach and eat keto. It really just depends on what your goal is. Keto is really restrictive, so it's much harder to maintain. But I love just ridding my body of all the processed, packaged products, to be quite honest. I love to teach just eating clean with a protein, low carb vegetables, cooked in healthy fats. Like tonight we used an avocado mayo and sour cream as our healthy fat, with broccoli and cauliflower and chicken. Like there's not very many doctors that would tell you this would not be a healthy meal. There's not very many doctors that would tell you that you can eat all of the Hershey or the Russell Stover sugar-free candies as you want. Like, no. On moderation, when you feel like you need a sweet, that's a great substitute from a big chocolate cake. But it still is not something you should just snack on and eat on every single day. It's just not good habits for your long-term future health. So I personally just like to teach clean eating, simple changes that you can maintain today and 6 years down the road like I'm doing. So guys, if you are new to my page, or maybe it's been a little while and you want some getting started tips, I would love to send them to you. In the comments, just say getting started. It's 7 simple tips plus some information on the drink that I love and use every single day that helps me curb my appetite and gives me tons of energy. Like if you want those tips, just say getting started and I'd love to send them. That was a great question, Terry. I hope I answered it without a lot of rambling. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here so I can clean up this kitchen. I don't see any other questions come through. If you do, I'll be glad to answer later, and I will see all of you guys later. Bye.